Do you miss the legendary carrot cake cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory? Worry no more, I've got you covered. It's lunch with Lisa. One of my friends told me about this cheesecake the other day and I was like, I have to go to the Cheesecake Factory and try it out. And she told me it was discontinued. I was like, no, I'd never had it. So of course, I went and looked it up. And I found this copycat recipe and I wanted to share it with you today only because it's just cheesecake and it's delicious. And I mean, I still need to try it. So why not make it for you guys so that you can try it too if you want to. Because it's gonna be Easter soon and carrot cake and cheesecake go really well together for Easter or springtime in general, or just because you wanna make a cheesecake. It was really just a serendipitous moment because my neighbor also dropped off 16 ounces of cream cheese for me the other day too. So I just happened to have the rest of the ingredients on hand. Really the only thing I had to go to the store to get was just the crushed pineapple. And I probably already had a can of that laying around too. Okay, so let's make this. For the cheesecake portion of this recipe, you're gonna need 16 ounces of room temperature cream cheese, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon flour, I just used all purpose, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then turn your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large bowl, you can use an electric stand mixer or just a handheld mixer, but you're gonna beat together your 2 packages of cream cheese with your sugar. Beat this until smooth. Then add your flour, eggs, vanilla, and beat that until smooth and set it aside. For the carrot cake part of this, you're gonna need 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. You could use avocado oil for this. 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1 dash of salt, and 1 8.5 ounce can of crushed pineapple. Go ahead and drain the pineapple and reserve the juice. You're gonna need that later. Then 1 cup of grated carrot, 1/2 cup of flaked coconut, and 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. They don't need to be toasted, but you can definitely toast them if you want to add that flavor. In a large bowl, you're going to combine your oil, sugar, eggs, and vanilla and blend it thoroughly. You can do this with a whisk or with an electric mixer. Stir in your flour, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt and mix it up really well. Then just use a spatula to stir in your drained pineapple, your carrots, your coconut, and your walnuts. You're going to spread about half of this on the bottom of your greased 9 or 9.5 inch springform pan. I used the 9.5 inch pan. Link is below in my Amazon store. And then on top of your carrot cake batter, you're gonna drop large spoonfuls of your cream cheese batter. Then top this with the remaining carrot cake batter. Then add your remaining cheesecake batter and spread it evenly if you have to, but resist the urge to swirl it. No marbling this with a knife. Then you're gonna bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 to 65 minutes, depending on your oven. I had to bake mine a little bit longer. You wanna bake it until there's not a huge amount of wiggle. If it just jiggles a little bit in the center, that's perfect. Take it out. Don't overcook it either. So you just want a little bit of a wiggle. Let this cool to room temperature, then put it in your refrigerator. I like to cover this with foil, and I did this overnight. When the cake is cold, or do this the next day, you're gonna prepare your pineapple cream cheese frosting. For that, you're going to need 2 ounces of softened cream cheese and 1 tablespoon of softened butter, 1 3/4 cup or 210 grams of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon pineapple juice, and a dash of salt. In the bowl of your electric mixer, with a handheld mixer, or with a whisk, just combine all your ingredients and beat it until smooth and it has a spreading consistency. It's about 2 to 3 minutes in the electric mixer. Then you're just gonna frost the top of your cheesecake and refrigerate this for at least 3 to 4 more hours until you're ready to serve. And here it is. I have not tried it yet and I'm so excited and also really scared. Because what if I eat it and I like it so much I can't stop eating it? Okay, so I used to work at a bakery / restaurant in downtown Dallas called Breadwinners. I worked behind the bar as a barista and I know how to slice cakes. So one trick with slicing cheesecake is putting your blade in some really hot water and letting it get hot. We had this hot water thing I could just spray on it. It was great. But I just filled up this really large bin with hot water, as hot as I could from the tap, and let this sit in here while I was, talking your ear off. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. It'll cut so much easier with the blade being all warm. And you want to wipe off anything in between. and eat it. And just dip your knife again. And you know, wipe it clean. It doesn't have to be wet when you do this. I'm gonna give myself a small piece. Okay, so boom. Now, if you don't have like a little spatula or server, just use a knife and then you can get underneath there like all the way. Oh, look at that cheesecake. Wow, this is gonna be, I'm so excited. Okay, so yes. All right, let's try this baby out. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Homemade cheesecake is so good. The only time I've ever made a cheesecake, I had to give half of it away because there was no way I could keep this thing around. Just me and my baby at the time. Like, no. Oh, it's so good. That frosting on top, it's a little much. You really probably don't need it. It's good. But, I mean, it's cheesecake. I mean, it's carrot cake. It does add to the carrot cakiness. Gotta try some with the carrot cake. The only thing that took the longest with this was prepping all the ingredients. I highly recommend prepping everything before you even get started. So make sure you have everything out and measured. And then of course the cleanup, that was probably like the longest thing. You know, you gotta be patient. You gotta wait a whole day pretty much to eat this, but it's so worth it. You could do it for a party. You could do it, you know, for a gathering or something. Don't just make it if you're by yourself because it's a lot, but I bet you could freeze this and save it for later. Probably last at least, you know, 3 to 6 months in your freezer. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. It's lunch with Lisa.